Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Thursday night Zoom meeting. I'm your host, Pastor Scott Becker from Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm so glad you made the choice to spend the next few minutes with us. Over this next hour, you're going to hear about our amazing company from one of the best businessmen I know, one of the best trainer presenters on the planet. Mr. John Cini has been featured in books. He's written books. He's a much sought after trainer, leader. He's been in our industry for over 35 years. It's been my privilege to be partnered with him in business for almost 15 years now together. And what I want you to do is shut out all the distraction, get comfortable, grab a pen and paper, write down some questions if you have it. John always does a good job answering questions. We've got people that'll help in the chat room answer your questions, but I really want you to listen. We've got something amazing here at Nexus Rewards, and I am excited to hand this call over to our presenter, Mr. John Cini.
Thank you so much, Pastor Becker. Really appreciate you. For those of you that you don't know, Scott and I are partners here, and we've been working together for quite a long time. And we were looking for a business like this company. Actually, we wanted to go and start it ourselves, and these brilliant guys we're working with beat us to it. So we are really happy to be here, and glad that you could join us tonight. If you're new here, if you're a guest, tonight is for you. So welcome, and we're going to give you a quick overview, and then you'll be dangerous like we are. What you're going to see here tonight, it's very basic, good info. We're actually putting money in people's pocket right out of the gate. Without referring or recruiting anyone, you can literally go and put a little bit of money in your pocket without a whole lot of effort. You don't have to change what you're doing. You're saving money on things that you're already spending money on. You can get $30 shopping cash back. It's fairly easy to do and quick. You can get cash back on your gas purchases, and you can get another little Amazon gift card. These are just the minimums, you know. That's talking about $60, but we have a lot of people that have put way more than that in their pocket in their first month. But how many times when you look at a business, do they show you how you can make money without spending any money? I mean, that's pretty amazing. So we've got that in place, and everyone loves this company just because of that. But, you know, here's the key question. Would you spend $22 a month to save hundreds of dollars a month? Because that's what we're going to show you. You can literally save money on bills you're already paying, and you can get money from other cashback programs. So we have a lot to share with you. You'll see lots of good stuff, but I got to share the bad news with you. Although everybody already knows this, these are the Gallup numbers that come out pretty much every summer where people say, yeah, I hate my job. I don't like what I'm doing. I'm losing money, or I'm losing sleep over the money situation. And money is the number one cause of relationship issues. And most people don't even have 10 grand when they pass away, which is awful. And then the average person can't even touch $500 of cash if they have an emergency. They can go get it off a credit card. But we help people get more cash. That's the name of the game. And that's why people want what we have. They need what we have. And even these types of people, 1/3 of Americans making 250 grand living paycheck to paycheck. Crazy headline that came out last month, June 1st. And there it is right there. Of course, these people don't have any problem paying their bills. They're just spending way too much. But here are the numbers we really care about right there. 61% of consumers reported living paycheck to paycheck in April, which was 9 points higher than last year. Why is that? Well, we all know about inflation and gas prices and all that craziness. So that's why people want what we have. And here's one more really tough stat for you. If you weren't familiar with this, jaw-dropping stat about people who are in retirement mode. Almost 50 million Americans at 65 and older with average income only 38,000, and you know they've got a net worth of 170 grand, which you know is probably going to be equity in their house. So I divided 38K, that number right there, by 12 months, and that's 3,000 a month. So would an extra $500 help them out? The answer is absolutely. So we've got a great setup to help everybody. Everybody wants what we have, but then you look at this situation right here, you know, the dirty little secret of network marketing or of direct sales. The elephant on the table that no one wants to talk about is the old way of doing business right here. To make money, other people have to spend money. Other people have to lose money, really. And it's a frustrating situation, but we've all been looking at that for decades. And now the new way here is to make money. Other people have to save money. How does that sound? I mean, you tell me what's better to you. You know, it's kind of a no-brainer, but if you haven't had success in your home business, probably not your fault. You know, the odds have been stacked against everybody for a long time. And then we wonder why most people, almost all people, are losing money. Not a good situation right there. So, you know, you don't have to go out there with us to sell stuff that people don't want, convince them to spend money probably on things that they didn't want and didn't need and couldn't afford anyway. High priced, overpriced products with a very high monthly auto shipment, you know, where they commit to getting a certain amount of money so that they can get paid. And then you look at the traditional comp plans out there, and to qualify for those things can be very frustrating, really hard to break even. I mean, you think about all of the different challenges that you've had trying to get to that point. And then we wonder why large numbers of people quit. No, but that's attrition right there, where people are leaving the business sometimes as fast as you bring them in. And, you know, so I look at that and I say, what if we did things differently? And that's where Nexus Rewards is a game changer. So we'll show you a little bit of common sense here. It's not necessarily common knowledge. I say everybody knows, but I'm not sure that everybody does. For a business to sustain itself, for it to be here 5 years from now, it needs a real product. And then it needs a real customer buying that product where they can afford it and they want more of it, right? They keep buying, they keep coming back, they're satisfied. And then, you know, they don't have to front end load, buy a ton of it in order to buy rank or advance up, you know, try to jump the system right there. And then none of this nonsense, garage qualifying. Here, this guy's buying a bunch of produce to stick in his garage. I don't know how long that's going to last, but you can see the challenges out there with so many people in this situation. And if I'm talking to you, I'm sorry, I don't mean to pick on you if you bought stuff that's still sitting in a closet or a garage somewhere. But, you know, we don't have any upsells here. We're not going to try to get you after you come in to go spend $4.99 if you act today. You know, none of that nonsense. There's no large auto ship. We don't have any of these headaches. And what does that mean? Bottom line, no one is getting hurt financially here, which I totally love. I mean, that's really what we want to do. We want to help people, not hurt them. But in so many businesses out there, we have the exact opposite going on. So here are 3 essentials where we're putting money back in people's pockets. Let me know if you spend money on any of these things: gas, groceries, prescriptions. That's our solution right there on those 3 essential expenses. With every home in America is getting 2 or 3 out of those 3, but it is affordable. And here's the price tag. We jump right into it because it's so low cost. $22 a month, $21.95 with a one-time $10 setup fee. That is affordable right there. Hope that didn't break your bank. But here's the key question. Would you pay a small membership fee to save a larger amount of money? Well, a lot of us, most of us already do, right? If we go to Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's Wholesale, I mean, all these clubs, and there's a bunch of other memberships out there where people pay money for it. Henry Ford, over 100 years ago, he said, you sell to the masses to dine with the classes. And it's so true. And that's what we're able to do. That's what, you know, these companies have been doing for a long time. Buy in bulk, get a significant discount, and then people keep coming back. And we all know plenty of people that pile into Sam's Club on Friday night or Saturday morning to go and load up. Same thing with, you know, these other 2 companies. But here is another key question. Do you get paid for sharing the info with them about how much you can save in those stores? And the answer is probably, you know, like a one-time little amount of money. What if you could get on sharing this with somebody, that $21.95? What if you got $10 in your pocket every month that they pay that $21.95? Now, if you're like me, you said, hold on, wait a minute. What? $10 on that $21.95? Yeah, that's right. That's 45% of that monthly cost that is paid back to the person that referred them to it. So that is significant pay. And you might be looking at that saying, well, there's no money left to make this thing get bigger. And there is, and we're going to show you that. It's kind of exciting. So we have a way to help people get even more money into their pocket than what they're spending. We love this, when you get cash back, spending money on things that you're already spending money on. Here's a sizzle call right there. I want everybody to go and dial that after this call, not right now. But that 385-330-9068 number is what I love to call our sizzle call, because you literally get 2 of the 3 minutes, a little bit more than that, of just rapid fire people talking about how much money they saved from a bunch of different places. It's really great call, very well done. And you might recognize like just about every single brand on here, but you're talking about an average of 3, 4, 5% from thousands of retailers cash back into your pocket. True story. But it gets better than that. We have huge savings on travel. Now, this is one of our premium benefits right there at the Benefit Hub, where you can see it's Nexus Rewards Benefit Hub. This is the actual screenshot from the website. And if you're going to go to a hotel, you're going to go fly somewhere, you've got tickets, you got travel, up to 60% off, exclusive discount pricing on hotels, on travel. So you can go look at all of that. By the way, is anybody using this site? That's only almost 1.9 million clicks right there. So the answer is yes. There's a lot of traffic on that. How about on tickets? Right here, this is another benefit from our Benefit Hub. We're a proud partner of the world's most loved venues, more than 3,000 partners worldwide. We're talking about menus, we're talking about shows, theme parks, on and on and on. So up to 40% off there. I mean, if you have a family of 4, 40% off, oh my goodness, we're talking about a lot of money if you're going into some of these places. And then on top of that, how about saving some money on insurance? Anybody pay car insurance every month? Everybody on this call. How about home insurance? If you own your home, right, you have to get it. So you look at, some of these things, you might, if you're like me, if you're Mr. Skeptical, you might look at this and go, oh, they're going to put me into some unknown brand where it'll be hard for me to get any type of good coverage. Actually, not the case. Look at this car insurance savings from our own Joyce Harris. Thank you very much, Gigi, for this. She went and she got her car insurance shopped, and she saved $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. Now, do you have a little motivation to go and get our Benefit Hub? Oh, yeah. By the way, she switched from Liberty Mutual, and you don't have to switch unless you approve the deal. It's not like you're going to get strong-armed into this. But here you go. This is the switch from Liberty Mutual to Farmers. Both companies, well-known, $100 a month. Now, I was with a big-time name-brand carrier, and I had been with them for, I don't even want to say, years and years. And then they raised my rate. I couldn't believe it. And I went and I shopped mine. I went to one other company. Anybody else done that? And I didn't exactly shop it, but they saved me like over $1,000, kind of like this right here. But I didn't really shop it. And when I saw this, I said, oh, I need to go shop my car insurance. Same thing here. So everybody right there, you have a little assignment. When you get your Nexus Rewards membership, go get some savings on your insurance. Look at this Benefit Hub. Over a quarter, I'm sorry, not over, but used by a quarter of the Fortune 500 companies out there, where average savings are hundreds of dollars per month. And you see, a lot of these different things. I already talked about the car insurance and the home insurance and, some of these other the travel discounts, big ticket items. They got all kinds of discounts wherever you're going. Keep in mind, this is not like our own app that we started, and who knows if we can handle millions of people going and using it. It's already in use. Over 10,000 companies are using it, including America's 2 biggest companies. We all know who they are. And they have over 1 million people that go to their site. I actually went and checked that out. They literally, yes, it's true. I went and checked the traffic on similarweb.com, and they have over 1 million people going to their site just about every month. You can go see the last 3 months of traffic on there. It's pretty amazing. So Is there any value here? I think so. Did you know about Benefit Hub before he told you about it? No. Can you go to Benefit Hub and get your own access to it? Nope. You got to go through a company, and that's where we are. That's what we're doing. We're giving people access to that. And on top of that, now we just told you about some premium benefits, but everybody can go out and get this app. It's great. You might have even heard of it before. We're not worried if you did or not. If you have an account already, great. I had talked to 3 people in the last couple of months who told me, oh yeah, I have that app. And then I said, are you using it? No. It's like, well, you're missing the whole point. You can get paid when you buy your gas, and it gets even better than that. You can refer others. Now I'm going to show you the savings that I got on my own and, somebody else's, but look at this, 15 cents a gallon per referral. So that's dynamite. And that's a one-time thing. But then you also get 1 cent a gallon for every gallon they buy. See that word right there? Forever. Is that long enough? And on every referral they refer, you get a half cent per gallon on all their referrals forever. Pretty crazy. This guy right here said he got $900 cash back. There's a video of him on YouTube. It's pretty crazy. So lots of great savings right there. For example, I on a $65 fill up, I still need to go look that up and see the exact amount, but I made, $4 back through that app. How many times do you have to get $4 back to cover your $22 monthly? I'm thinking 5, somewhere around there. I know Scott could tell me it's 5.27. He already did the math in his calculator brain. But the point is, you don't really have to keep track of it to know that you're going to get that feedback, boom, right there. And yes, we are going to help you change your habitual behavior so that you can get those discounts every time you go out the door. That's the name of the game. Plus, look at the referral bonus right there. I got this email that came in, and it told us we got 90 gallons filled up that day. I mean, if that was 6 people that did 15 gallons, that math I did without my calculator. But that would be right there, 91 cents. And if you can't see the numbers, sorry, they're a little bit tiny on here. But you can see I also got 56 gallons from referrals of my referrals, and that gave me another little chunk. If you get 20 cents a day, 50 cents a day, $1 a day, I mean, you're talking about $10, $15, $20 a month right there just on referrals. If you go and refer a handful of people. And, what it says right here is in the small print, I blew it up so you see it. Thanks to you people on Cashback today. And since you referred them, you get a bonus too. Woohoo! I mean, I just love the system. It's easy. Most people, are they going to get excited about $20? Probably not. Are they going to get excited? But if they saw a $20 bill laying on the parking lot of Walmart or Sam's Club, would they walk by it? Nah, I don't need the 20. No, of course not. You'd pick it up. You would, and I would too. So that's what we're talking about right here. But it's a bundle of all these different things, and that's where it really gets fun. And now we're going to get to hear about Aunt Sally, actually from Scott. He's going to share this because he's been talking about Aunt Sally for like, I don't know, how long, 15 years, 20 years, Scott?
Yeah, about that amount of time, John, because I've always had a heart to see everyone win. And when I heard our owners, Art and Rob Phelps, talking about that same thing, they want to see everyone win. That's what made me take a long look at the opportunity here with Nexus Rewards, because someone like John could go to any company in the world and make lots of money. But I want to see something that works for everyone, something that works for the masses, like you said, Henry Ford talked about. So I've always referenced to the owners, well, what about the Aunt Sally's of the world? Can they come in here and make some money? And we found our own Aunt Sally story here through my friend Joyce Harris. And she sent me a screenshot from her phone 10 days into the business and showed me where she had already got cash back for $30.62. And that was a couple of gas fill ups and I think a restaurant. And I was congratulating her. She laughed, saying it's only been 10 days. She's now been in for about 2 months. Her upside wallet's over $100. But here's the thing about Aunt Sally. Here's the thing about Joyce. She's using what we gave her to use. She's using the free apps, so she's saving money on gas and groceries. She used our premium benefit John told you just a minute ago, our concierge service walked her through it. You might have seen she posted in the chat room as John was talking. The concierge service did all the work for her as she changed her car insurance. So in 2 months, she's made over saved over $100, got cash back for gas and dining out. She saved a couple $100 on car insurance. She did another thing we talked to her about doing. She shared the premium membership benefit with a couple of friends, got a couple of signups. That's $10 each. So she's getting $20 cash residual, passive residual income every month. I can tell you this because I know Joyce really well. She's happy to spend $21.95 to be making a couple $100 without buying any product, without spending any extra money. We make money when others save money. Can Aunt Sally win with Nexus Rewards? Can everyone win with Nexus Rewards? Yes, they can. And that's the thing I'm most excited about our company, that I can save some money and make some money. You can save some money and make some money. I can help people. You can help people. We can all win together. And I just thank Art and Rob for putting together a company like this and allowing us to be a part of it. Back to you, John.
So true. And I just have to say, yesterday, one of our co-founders, Art Phelps, was on a radio show, and Joyce Gigi actually called in, and she was fantastic sharing her story. Afterwards, she said she was nervous. I was like, no one could tell. You were fantastic. Her content was so good, and I was just loving that. I mean, she's on there with the host of a nationwide syndicated Voice America radio show called BizBuzz. And if y'all didn't hear it, I'm sure we'll have the recording posted up if it's not already been. And, you know, there she was knocking out of the park, talking about being a small business owner, trying to, you know, bring a little bit extra money in. And she just went boom, boom, boom. It was great. I mean, it was the best 2 minutes on there. Although the guys are fantastic, but she stole the show. Also, Dr. Lorette, she was on there too. It was great. So going back to all the money that we can save, you know, they're not just gas discounts, but also getting paid to eat and drink. You know, how fantastic is that? Look at these cashback amounts here on the screen. But there are thousands of restaurants literally across the U.S., nationwide chains, local mom and pops. Here's the key question right there. Why are these stores and restaurants paying us to get us in the door? They're not doing the ads like they used to. Remember, in the old days, there was this monopoly called ABC, CBS, and NBC. And if you wanted to reach all of America, you just hit one of those three or all three of them. Today, there's like 3,000, not one, you know, three. You got to go and try to advertise everywhere. It's impossible to do. And so that's why they are spending money to give us these discounts to get us in there and get us loyal, getting us in the door. And you can literally get paid everywhere you shop. You might look at some of these brands and say, wait a minute, what? Amazon, they're giving us a discount? Yep. And you can scan a receipt from anywhere and get cash back. One more of our apps, we could talk about that all night. It's just great, the setup here. If you want to get your entire first month of Nexus reimbursed, it's simple. All you got to do is go spend $30, just like you normally do. You can do it at Walmart, you can do it at Sam's Club, you can do it at Costco, you can do it at Target, and then get $30 cash back. There are literally thousands of stores where you can go and do that. We just have Walmart on here as an example, but you get your $30 back, and you just got, you know, basically your first month membership covered. And then check this out. When you refer others who spend $30, you get an additional $30 bonus just for referring them when they go and do their $30 right there. Refer and earn 30 for every friend. And that's available in all of the US and Canada. Sorry for countries not in those two. And you got to do it within 3 months of enrolling. Did we give you enough motivation to join us yet? Hopefully. But look at this, 3,500 stores right there in writing. They pay us, that would be the company here, for sending them shoppers. And, you know, now we're in that category. Take you to their site, you shop, then you get the automatic cash back. And by the way, they pay that within 15 days. So in a couple weeks after you spend the money, You are cha-chinging it right there in your pocket. They've already paid over $2 billion in cash back. That's crazy. 15 million people. Now, you might look at that and say, am I too late? 15 million people. Well, if we've got 120 million households in the U.S., whether it's 130, 115, 110, whatever, that leaves about 85%, 90% of all those homes in America we still need to go reach. So let's go get some of that, because there it is right there. We've got, in the last week and a half, we've got 4 of these $30 payments. That's 120 bucks just for referring people who went and got their 30. Yeah, that's true right there. That's what the email looks like when they tell you, yeah, one of your friends went and got you some more cha-ching. And then this is crazy right here. Almost zero effort when you scan a receipt. So here's a receipt for a car wash today. I literally take this, snap it with my phone, takes all of maybe 10 seconds, and it fills in that you got the right info, and you'll see it on your phone. It's so simple, so easy, a caveman could do it. But when you equal the amounts below in points, then you get the Amazon gift card in these amounts right here. Now, if you're looking at that going, 10,000 points, that'd take me 4 years to get there. Well, I racked up 10,000 points in about 2 weeks. So it might take you a little bit longer, might take you a little bit shorter. We have someone on here who's already done this 3 times in a matter of months since this company launched. 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Yeah, 150,000 points. Way to go, Bruce. That's just obnoxious, but we love you anyway. So that's another app right there. Here's another one right there. 80% off up to from prescriptions right there. We have a lot of great stories. We could talk about that all day. And if you watch our 1-minute video, which is prominently on the website of the person that invited you here, you will see in that video, they say it works with or without insurance, and our prices may actually be cheaper than your insurance copay. How amazing is that? I just love that. So that's all in place. By the way, when you look at our benefits hub, it is actually available in 15 countries. Look at that. Now our $30, spend for $30 back and then $30 referral, only available in the US and Canada. But if you want to go work these other 13 countries, there you go. You can plug them in with the benefit hub. And by the way, they have in-country phone support available in all 15 countries. When I saw that, I said, woo, that is fantastic right there. So go get you a little bit of international. And if that's not enough, because, we actually are a global company already, even though we're only, a handful of months old. Check this out. This is actually from that Rakuten company, and they have it on their site. They're actually a Japanese company, monster conglomerate, multi-billion dollars. And they say right on their site, they're in 73 countries, most of South America, a bunch of Central America, all of the EU, plus some, just about all of Asia. I mean, it's really big. So you can market this all over the place. If you're in a country that's not one of those 73, guess what? You can still recruit into these countries that are open. I mean, I just love it. The setup is fantastic. When you go to enroll, you'll see a list of 150, 160 countries on there that you can plug in. Also, with our premium benefits, there's no extra cost for your rep website, for your back office, for full genealogy reporting, commission reporting, and training. That's all included with your $21.95 a month. Check this out. You get a website, a back office that looks just like this. I'll show you the rep website in a sec. You might have already seen it. But when you click on the genealogy tab, besides getting a full tree of everybody in your organization, you also can go right down below. Look at that, personal site stats. I just love this, and I check it like every day. I'm a little crazy, sorry. But you can be crazy too, and you can actually do really well here if you want. But total visitors today, yesterday, last 30 days, man, that's like we tripled that number. That was, I think that was 3 or 4 weeks into this. I don't even remember when I did the screenshot. But that was fun because, we sent a lot of people there, and all of a sudden, a lot of people were signing up. If you want to get a lot of referrals, guess what you can do? You can refer a lot of people. I know it's rocket science. I'm so brilliant. But that's really the name of the game. Go refer a ton of people to go look at your site and then watch what happens. Now, if you want a great script, of course, Scott and I have put our script out there. We told everybody what we've done. It's in our recorded training and on and on and on. I can show you later here tonight if you want to see it. But you know what? Everyone who's a member got a script in their email box today. Yes, it's true. Art and Rob literally took the time to do their own little test marketing on a script that Scott shared. And they even gave Scott gets all the credit for it. They included my name in it, but it wasn't mine. It was all Scott's. So make sure you get the credit right. I'm here for the cash, not the credit. But that script, they said they got great results from it. And of course, they blasted out to a large number of people. So go do the same. Duplicate it and watch what happens. All right. So I've taken about a half an hour of your time. I'm going to wrap it up, show you a couple things that are really important. If you're a business builder, you want to build a big network, you might have some issues right here. Like, can I get all this stuff for free? Some of it you can, yeah. And we have a free membership that's got incredible value. The last 4 apps I told you about, you can go get them. You might have 1 or 2 of them already. You might look at the other 2 and say, hey, I didn't know about that. Okay, well, we just put money in your pocket for free. That's kind of cool. And we love getting customers who get on our free membership. But you get so much more value, so much more savings as a paid member, and you have the ability to then get paid for building the business. And of course, that's what we're on this call about. We're not on here talking about how you can go save, a few tens of dollars, maybe $100, maybe a couple $100 from this stuff over here. We're over here talking about our paid membership and how you can get that and save a lot more money and then help other people get paid on all of these different apps and benefits, etc. By the way, you have the ability to build a humongous network here. My attitude is, I think a high school kid could go get 50 of their friends' parents to pay that $22 a month and stay on it. Because again, you're saving more than you're paying. So it makes it a total no-brainer, right? If you look at the difference between Nexus and other discount programs out there, our low cost is unmatched. There really aren't any programs out there with the same value for the same cost. I mean, you're talking about double to quadruple the Nexus rewards cost. Plus, what we're doing is we're bundling these services. If I just took one of those free programs like that Upside app or the Rakuten app, and I said, I'm gonna actually take that app and I'm gonna go tell everybody about it and let's see how much money I make. Well, it wouldn't equal enough to get you to justify spending a significant amount of time promoting it by itself. What we do is we bundle all those apps together. I need a graphic to show bundling. And that would, once you have that, then it would change the mindset. Before I go out the door to get gas, before I go out the door to the restaurant, before I go out the door to do my shopping, let me see what discounts I have. Hey, what a great idea. And so that bundling gives you the different mindset. And then you start using our bigger apps, the premium, and you start saving significant money. And that's when you really start going telling other people. So we have third-party apps so that we don't have to scale up all these services. That's a really big deal right there. So I hope that makes sense to you. Because a lot of people are like, well, what happens if this goes to 1 million people? It's going to 1 million people. But what happens? Well, when it does, we're not going to have to worry about, hey, do we have the bandwidth? When Rakuten already told you they got 15 million customers, they paid out over $2 billion. The gas app's already paid out over 200 million. 200 million for them, 2 billion for the other shopping app. So we're talking about already established companies. Then how about the income? You get a much higher percentage of the revenue paid out here than you'll see with other companies. That's a big deal. And that all goes back to our corporate guys because they've been reps out in the field. So they know what we go through and they want us to make money. They want to help a lot of people. We were talking to Art Phelps, one of the co-founders, and right when we were getting going, and he said the words that were music to my ears. He said, I'm a champion of the little guy. And, you can hear that, and then you can actually see it. It's one thing to say it. It's a whole different thing for it to be true. And we know that that is true right here with our very low cost, no one gets hurt program. Now, here's another question. Can you really take a free offer to a gigantic amount of revenue? Skeptical. I was kind of negative on this concept when I first saw it. But you know what? All you got to do is go look at the Spotify business model, where they say on their website, we transform music listening forever. They launched almost 15 years ago. They became one of the largest music streamers out there. And today on their website, they say they have 400 million people using their streaming service. You can go check that out. It's right there in that press release. And they got a fraction of them. I don't know what that is, a third of them, maybe 40% to pay for the service. How much is this service? $10 a month. I mean, they got a few other things that they offer, but what do? They offered a free service. What do? Then they provide a great value, right? People say, hey, this is fantastic. And then they got a percentage of the free users to upgrade to paid right there. And that's why in 2021, they did $10 billion of revenue. So you look at that and you say, oh, 10 billion. I mean, if we went to even $500 million or $1 billion, there'd be a lot of wealthy people on this call right now if that happens. So when that happens, that's exactly what Nexus Rewards is doing. They are bringing a huge number of people on for a very low cost that will then grow. Free service, great value, and then a bundle package that saves you a lot more than it costs. I hope that makes sense to you. You can go research it if you want. All this stuff is true. Everything I document, just so you don't have to worry about whether or not we're making stuff up. It's kind of crazy. But it is really all mindset. I mean, you think about it, how much money you're already spending or wasting every month, more than $22, if, like me, you didn't shop your car insurance. Or this one's awful. You had that promo from your internet provider, your cable company, and that promo ended after a year or two, and you didn't renegotiate. You didn't even pay attention. You just paid the bill, right? And then they jacked your price to the moon, and you're like, we have a solution for that, by the way. And if you haven't watched Hulu or whatever streaming service is your favorite, or the one that you don't watch anymore, and you've been paying for it for months and months and months, but you never turned it off. I mean, oh my goodness, that's why this guy is doing the freak out over here. How about if you bought a timeshare and you haven't used it in years? Is this starting to hurt too much? I'm sorry. But how about if you use coupons, or you cut them, or you have them and you don't use them, but you could easily save $20 a month, or you spend $5 on a latte every morning on your way to work, only Monday through Friday. That's just $100. Painful. How about if you had that Upside app already, but you never use it, right? I mean, we're putting money in your pocket. We're turning your pocket change into significant income. That's what we do. It's not difficult. So there's two ways to earn here. It's real simple. Use the app, refer other people. Boom. And then you can travel, you can pay off bills, you can spend more time with your family. I mean, all this stuff is kind of a no-brainer. I hope it makes sense to you. Once people see this and they see how simple it is, go to the website, plug in, and let's go. Look at that. If all the stuff we just showed you isn't enough concrete proof, the owners gave you 100% money-back guarantee for 1 whole week. You can check it out. Test drive it. I mean, it's crazy. I looked at that and I was like, really? I mean, who? I went to a restaurant of which the name will remain nameless. And my wife and I were sitting there. We were kind of anxious to try this place out. And we were sitting there, and both of us at the same time said, it's a barbecue joint. And both of us said, it didn't taste good. And, we spent definitely more than $32 on dinner there. And we didn't need a refund. I mean, we're not going back, but that was the end of that. But here they are, Art and Rob, giving you a money-back guarantee. Simplest business ever. I'm not sure that you can make anything simpler than this. Now let's talk about the rank and the money, and we'll wrap this up. You can see we've got a nice stair step to increasing and growing your organization. If you're wondering what a pro is, that's a promotional rank, right? That's where you're just getting started. That's not professional, that's promotional. I like that little label there, but that's someone who brings in 5 personal enrollments. That's what PE stands for. So go get 5 and boom, you're in. Now you might say 5. I've never even brought in 3 people. Well, that's okay. You might find this to be a lot easier to go get 5 people plugged in here. So that's 5. And then if you help those 5 go and get 5 of their own, you'd have 25 under those 5. You'd actually have 30, and you would be at Pro 25. And then if you double the 25 to 50, that's another rank. And then if you double the 50 to 100, that's another rank. That's our 1-star rank. And that's where you really start to climb this ladder. Now, if you were on the call early, you heard Brother Scott say, congratulations to Diamond Nick. He was our first rep to hit the diamond rank. So that was fantastic. That just happened last month. And he's setting the pace for everybody here. Gloria just blew the doors off this thing. In a matter of a month, she hit 3-star. So congratulations to her. Mike Glaspie was the fastest to 2-star before Gloria. But 1-star is where you can get your group to start growing at the rate of growth of the company. And we've got a number of people there. So Carolyn Fernandez, 1-star. I think she might have been the first 1-star out there. Bob Wade, 1-star. Kim Ward, 1-star. And fresh on my little slide right here, Lindsay Sewell, 1-star. Congratulations, Lindsay. She just hit that last week. I was a little slow to get that posted, but boom, way to go. Congrats to all of our stars. And guess what? Everyone on here, go get to that star. That's where you want to be. And that's where you really start seeing some fantastic growth. And then you're on your way to some serious income. We have all the tools in place. You can see our auto builder is plugged in here. You can go get that system and a lot more than that. I mean, we've got so much. All the cashback that we talked about, the prescription discounts, an affordable program where anybody can plug in and test drive it and verify what I said. You can go refer others and get $10 a month on that $21.95 a month, and you can get paid down 10 levels, literally 6 levels right out of the gate when you hit that pro rank. That's fairly simple to do. There are other infinity bonuses, coded bonuses, a loyalty and a global bonus, and you've got a lot of other angles to the comp plan that I'm not going to get into right here tonight. We can touch on it a little bit later, but the great thing about this is if you haven't seen our flipbook presentation, I'll tell you about it in a minute. They have all that compensation mapped out in detail right on there. So, and they'll show you all the different ways that you can capitalize on making more money here. And then, like I said, we're open worldwide. All that is in place for all of us to win. You've got capture pages, landing pages, the videos. Of course, these are all things that are in place right now. So you don't have to worry about it. All the tools you need are in place. And here is one of the best. This is on the front of every rep website. You don't have to pay extra for it. It's included with your $21.95. And I think this is the best presentation out there. Well, almost as good as this one. Just kidding. But this is fantastic. And it's so technology friendly. You can turn the pages backward and forward at your own pace. You can click on listen to an audio explanation of everything that's on the page. And there's like 25 pages in here. It's really well done. When I saw this, then I understood the big picture. And co-founder Art Phelps narrates every single page on here. It's just fantastic. So I love this thing. Make sure you go check it out. It's at the bottom of the rep website of the person who invited you here. So you can go check that out and get it done. All right, last thing I'm going to cover is the 4 phases of growth. This came out of Success Magazine like 3 decades ago. You know, formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. And every company goes through this. Sometimes they crash and burn. They don't even get out of formulation. But if they do and they get any type of concentration, they may get some momentum. And the goal is to go vertical with that momentum and hit that point, what we call critical mass. Now, that usually happens after the concentration period where you get a big number of people and then you go vertical with the growth. Now, that normally takes a good 2 to 3 years, sometimes longer, for a company to hit. We think the concentration is going to happen by the end of this year, and we're going to see a vertical growth curve right there instead of a year and a half, 2 years from now. And that's pretty exciting, to be able to plug in to get some of that, because that momentum, that's when the company starts going vertical. If you've got 100, if you've got 500, if you've got 1,000 people in your network at that time, man, you're going to be so happy you're in the right place at the right time. If the company launches the right way with everything in place, like Nexus has, it can hit that critical mass point very quickly. Everything is timing. In real estate, they say the three most important factors are location, location, location. In marketing, the three most important factors are timing, timing, and timing. So there you go. That's kind of fun. If you want to get serious about knowing that this is a rocket ship, check this out. This is similarweb.com. I referenced them at the very beginning, and I went and I checked out our site, mynexusrewards.com. That's our domain, our URL, whatever. But this site right here, SimilarWeb, actually tracks traffic reporting. Crazy. How many people went to the site? And you'll see here, I went and I looked. This was at the end of May. They didn't have the data out yet for May. They usually have a lag time of 2.5 months. And so I was looking at this, they just registered the domain, mynexusrewards.com, in January 4th. You can see it. You can go to whois.com and punch that in there and you'll see it. Well, they had a few hundred people go to the site in February, and then they really, let the floodgates open, and 8,200 people went there in March, and then almost 3 times that, almost 21,000 went there in April. And I said, being, my greedy self, I said, what if we 5 times that in May? That's when many of us plugged in here at the end of May. So we can't really take all the credit for that growth right there. But check this out. We were at a total global rank of 2.1 million. You want to be number 1, not, or number 10 or number 10,000, not number 2 million. That's where we were in April. Check this out. Now I'm going to fast forward. Oh, I got to show you my little growth arrow. We were expecting, if we went to 100,000, that arrow would be much more like that. That would be 5 times growth. And I said at the time, and this was all of June, I said, we expect the May data to be exponentially higher than April. Proof of vertical growth. Now check this out. Right here, that was May right there. And that's the exact same arrow. I didn't alter it at all. So there you go, 280,000. Think this thing's growing? Yep, absolutely. So we went up 10 times in our rank, and we went up, that's what is that, 13 times right there, 1,247% change in 1 month. What's the number going to be for June? I don't know. I don't even need to put a number up there. Whether it's 300,000 or 500,000, doesn't matter. You know the deal. This thing's growing like crazy. And, oh, by the way, this is all happening in the slowest month of the year when everybody's on vacation. So that's just crazy. Fantastic. All right, a little bit on the income. We'll just share this with you. Just take another minute. No guarantees, all based on your individual efforts. You can read all this on the website if you want. But these are our founders right here, Art and Rob. They've been already on calls this week. I think they got the night off tonight, but they are out of Long Island, New York, and they said their goals right out in public right here. They want to help millions of people. They want to give people the ability to get a residual income in place for decades, and they want to be a legacy company. So they want this thing to last a long, long time. That's pretty obnoxious goals that I actually think they can hit and then exceed and set some records. So we're going to watch them do it. By the way, they were top reps for this company, Rexall Showcase International, probably a well-known name, but that was back in the 90s. They had almost the entire company under them and made some fantastic income. They started their own company, that automatic builder that you may have seen earlier in this presentation, almost 20 years ago. And they launched Nexus Rewards here, and they know what they're doing. They had everything in place. And because of their experience in the industry, they are able to give us all of these things that are going to put money in our pocket and help us earn big on building a big network for a long time to come. So I hope that makes sense to you. Like I said, you can go check all this out this is my favorite chart right here. 10 level payout. You can see right out of the gate when you get your 5, you can reach down 6 levels, and those amounts right there. Now you might look at those little tiny numbers and say, 50 cents, $1. You can average over $1 per head on your organization. You can. You just need to be able to reach down here to those 7, 8, 9 levels. And if you get down there, if you can go and build an organization of hundreds of people, you might be blown away at how good the pay is. And you might also start to see your group grow with the company and not at the rate of however fast you're moving. And that's something else that's really fantastic. So you can check all that out. That chart's in the flip book. We love it. If you want to plug in here with us, it's real simple. Go to the website of the person that invited you. And it's mynexusrewards.com/their username, whatever that is. And then you'll see a join now button right up there at the top. You'll know you're in the right place because they put their name and contact info right there in this little box. And then once you click the join now button, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this, and you'll see a long list of all the things you get with that premium membership, which is fantastic. And at the bottom, you'll see somewhere on there it says, click here to become a premium member. And you click that, and you are on your way. Now, by the way, I have to tell you, friends don't let friends enroll for free. So very important point there. Get in here, $32 your first month, and then, $22 a month after that. Everybody can benefit, and put a little heat on yourself to go and get that money back in your first week or two. And then you'll really be loving life. I mean, if you go enroll 3 people, you just made $30 right there. How hard is that? So we're covering all the bases for you. Once you click on become a premium member, then you pick your country. And like I said, there's a drop-down box with, I don't even know, 160 countries in there. Click next, and then give them your name, email, cell phone, address, charge card, and boom, you're done. You can even pay with crypto if you want. So all of that is already in place. And now you can plug in and start running with us. Now, I'm going to bring on my partner, Scott Becker, and he's always got some amazing wisdom to share with everybody. And I'll also tell you that we have a training every Saturday morning, and that is at 10 a.m. Eastern. And you get to hear from Pastor Becker. You don't have to listen to me nearly as much. Probably a good thing, right, Scott?
Hey guys, thanks, John. What a great job always. Appreciate everyone for being on the call tonight. Before you go, let me just say a couple of things. Don't forget about our contest. John did a great job explaining how Rakuten has given away over $2.2 billion, and they are still giving away money. And you've got an opportunity to refer that Rakuten link out of your back office to a friend. You can do it in your warm market. You can even do it in your cold market. You can stand in a Walmart parking lot and tell people about getting $30 off, and you could take part in our contest. We originally were going to do a Christmas in July promotion for our team, but we decided to open it up to the whole team. What is Christmas in July? When you spend $30, you get $30 back from Rakuten. When you refer someone to do that, you get $30 back. I think John shared with you tonight. We've already gotten 4 of those this week from people we shared it with, and we're having so much fun with it. We decided to open up a contest to the whole Nexus Rewards family. So between the 16th of this month and the end of this month, whoever gets the most $30 cha-chings from Rakuten, we're going to pay out of our pocket. John and I are going to Cash App you, Venmo you, PayPal you, $100 to the winner, $50 to whoever comes in second place, and $25 to whoever comes in third place. But the big money is going to be found in the person who gets that 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. So get involved in doing that. There's lots of ways to make money here. There's lots of ways to save money. Get your own story. I love John's presentation every week. He's one of the best presenters in the world. I love to remind you guys that facts tell, but stories sell. Go out and get your own saving story. Go out and start sharing this opportunity with other people so you can be a blessing to them. I appreciate you for being here. Don't forget about our Saturday training at 10 o'clock. Get plugged in, get locked in. I don't know if John wants to take a minute to answer any questions if we have any. I know the guys in the chat room do a great job with that, but please invite people to be out on the call. Saturdays, that's a rep only training call. We're going to give you more news, more information. Be on that Saturday morning. Tuesday night, Thursday night, right here. Our Wednesday global call. It is a Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the right time to have a call for everyone in this country and around the world. And Dr. Lorette Willis always does a great job doing that as well. So go ahead and stop the recording now, John, and maybe we can take a few minutes just to answer any questions
Recording
from those who are
stopped.
still online.